Is Suga annoyed by fans for spreading the Suga Marry Me meme? You'll find this out in this video. Suga exposes a BTS member for crying, Suga reveals whether D-Day is his last album as August D, and how BTS treats other artists when working with them. The phrase "Yoongi marry me" has become a widely recognized meme and recurring joke within the K-pop community, specifically among BTS fans. Over the years, BTS members will often read out comments from fans directed at Suga, which included the phrase "Yoongi marry me" even if he was not present during the live session. The meme gained such popularity that it started appearing in other artists' live streams and even on signs at various events. Fans have speculated about the origin of this meme, with some attributing it to Suga himself. The joke became so popular that many fans humorously suggested wearing wedding dresses to Suga's world tour. However, jokes can lose their appeal over time. Recently, BTS members RM and V have expressed their displeasure with repetitive and unoriginal comments during live streams. Jungkook too chose to stop reading comments during his latest live session. Fans suspect that the repetitive nature of comments like "Yoongi marry me" might be one of the reasons for the members' growing aversion to them. As a result, some fans have urged their fellow armies to give the joke a rest. Some fans have even proposed that viewers live should have moderators to filter out spam and inappropriate comments. A few fans have taken matters into their own hands, reporting "Yoongi marry me" comments, leading to their disappearance from recent live sessions. It has also been suggested that fans attending concerts should replace their "Yoongi marry me" signs with more meaningful messages, especially given the personal nature of Suga's discography. Despite the effort to phase out the "Yoongi marry me" meme, does Suga himself dislike it? Surprisingly, no. Suga has not only responded to the meme kindly on several occasions, but he has also recently mentioned that he holds it in high esteem. When asked about his favorite or most memorable nickname given by ARMY during Apple Music Present, he referred to "Yoongi marry me" instead of selecting an actual nickname. While promoting his documentary Suga Road to D-Day, BTS member Suga took part in a YouTube video for Disney Plus Korea where he shared his all-time favorite content on the platform. Suga selected 3 movies as his top choices on Disney Plus: the Pixar animated film Soul, the Disney animated movie Coco, and the 2012 film Life of Pi. He explained his attraction to each of these movies. Soul, with the story of finding joy in everyday life combined with jazz piano, resonated with Suga as a relatable and inspiring work. Coco, conversely, moved him due to his message of embracing new experiences and pursuing one's dreams. Suga shared that while preparing his album D-Day, he too ventured beyond his comfort zone to explore new things, which inspired his songwriting. In this way, he saw himself in the main character, Miguel. Life of Pi was another motivating film for Suga, and he strongly encouraged viewers to watch it. He enjoyed the movie's plot, which deals with personal growth through comforting unforeseen challenges. He also praised the film's exceptional special effects that showcased the splendor of nature in a unique way. While discussing these movies, Suga recounted a humorous anecdote involving the BTS members. He remembered that during a tour, Coco was available on their flight and all the members ended up watching the movie at the same time. Suga mentioned that one of his fellow members was moved to tears by the film, but he didn't reveal who it was. Naturally, armies were eager to determine which member Suga was referring to. It didn't take long for fans to discover that it was none other than the group's leader, RM. While promoting BTS's documentary Permission to Dance, RM admitted in multiple interviews that Coco had brought him to tears. If there were any lingering doubts about RM's emotional depth, Suga's indirect revelation should put those questions to rest once and for all. The BTS members have been gradually making their solo debuts, releasing individual songs that highlight their distinctive styles and personal narratives. On February the 15th, Suga surprised fans by announcing he would be the first member to launch a solo world tour. This news was quickly followed by confirmation that he would be the next member after Jin, J-Hope, Jimin, and RM to release his solo project D-Day. While D-Day is not Suga's first solo venture, it marks his first full-length studio album, coming after 2 mixtapes released under his artistic pseudonym August D. In a 2020 interview with Time magazine, Suga discussed the reason behind the creation of his alter ego August D. He mentioned that as August D, he can express himself more openly and reveal a rawer side, while both personas share themes of dreams and hope. When Big Hit Music announced on April the 1st that Suga will be releasing a new album, they also revealed that it will be the final installment in the August D trilogy. The album explores Suga's personal journey as August D, providing an intimate view of his life as an artist. Big Hit Music requested fans' love and support for the concluding chapter of the trilogy. Although fans were excited about Suga's new solo music, many were understandably saddened by the prospect of bidding farewell to his bold and self-assured alter ego. Suga has hinted at the end of August D, but in a recent interview with Rolling Stone, he clarified what the conclusion of the trilogy actually signifies for August D's destiny. He mentioned that while it's the final chapter of the trilogy, it's not the end for August D. For Suga, moving on from August D is about leaving behind a painful past. He noted that the stories he tells as August D are heavier than those of Suga and that he has exhausted himself by pouring his soul into this album. Suga didn't entirely dismiss the possibility of August D's return, instead leaving the door open for future possibilities. He suggested that in a few months, he might have more stories to share as August D, release music as Yoongi, or even as Suga. Before the Rolling Stone interview, Suga had already addressed the future of August D in the Thanks To section of his D-Day album. In his farewell message to fans, Suga mentioned that August D will return when he's filled with more emotions than words and when the power in his right hand awakens again. He expressed his gratitude and love for the fans, promising to return as August D when the time is right. As a leading global group, it's no wonder that BTS has partnered with numerous international stars. They have collaborated with renowned artists such as Steve Aoki, Coldplay, Nicki Minaj, Halsey, and Snoop Dogg, uniting some of the biggest names in the music industry and breaking records with their memorable collaborations. These high-profile collaborations extend beyond BTS's group releases to their solo projects as well. As individual members have made their solo debuts, they have also teamed up with impressive international artists, including some of their personal musical inspirations. Jin partnered with Coldplay on The Astronaut, J-Hope collaborated with J. Cole on The Street, Jimin appeared on Big Bang's Taeyang's Vibe, and RM collaborated with numerous artists on his Indigo album, such as Epic High Stablo. Suga has also contributed to tracks but also written and produced for his idols and fellow international artists. On his most recent album, he collaborated with IU and his childhood musical hero, the late Oscar-winning Japanese composer Ryuichi Sakamoto. Sakamoto had the positive reflection of working with Suga, describing him as humble, cool, and serious about his music, to the extent that he wondered if Suga had any hobbies other than music. In the past, Suga has also worked with the veteran hip-hop group Epic High and Psy. With such an impressive roster of top global talent, one might be curious about the atmosphere in the studio when Suga is in charge. In a recent Rolling Stone interview, he discussed his creative process when collaborating with another artist and what it's like to work with his talented peers. He mentioned that despite his lengthy music career, he never pressures other artists when working with them. Suga is meticulous in crafting his songs, but when it comes to featured artists, he adopts a hands-off approach and trusts their talent. He usually doesn't intervene, but he does check in on their progress from time to time. This approach seems to be successful, as Suga's songs with featured artists consistently top the charts.